Okay. I'm Billy. This is Phil Negro Fan 35, and I have two guests with me today. We're going to discuss the 1964 Topps Giant set. I have Jay of Jay's Average Vintage Cards and Tony of Tony Talks Cards.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
I did a little bit of research. This set was ran as a test in the state of Michigan only first. And after it did good, they decided to put it everywhere. And some of the photos are from during the season.
I didn't know there was a test set. That's news to me.
It was test set Michigan only, and I don't know why Michigan. and it did good. And they've only allowed 3 players per team, 20 teams, 3 players, 60 cards.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I guess from what I read, each team picked who the players were going to be.
That's awesome.
No
it's a great set. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Oh, I do too. And it sold, from what I read, it sold really good. People liked it. And then as the years went by, it was the storage thing. It's like it still is with oversized. People still have a problem storing oversized cards.
Do either of you know how it was sold? Like, did it, or what the
it was sold in wax packs, 3 cards and a stick of gum for 5 cents.
Those would have stood out at the store, having how big they are versus other smaller Topps, cards too.
I wonder how big the piece of gum was.
This was Topps first postcard size cards.
Yeah,
and
that's cool. Yeah, share
based on like the 50 set, and based like on the 57 set, it's just it showcases the player. The picture does on the front, not much of a border.
Yep.
And I have picked up one more since I got my cards from you, Tony.
Oh, cool. Which one? Oh, there we go.
Orlando Cepeda.
Nice.
That's great.
After I posted about getting them, have y'all watched Kyle Collecting America's Pastime?
Yes.
Yep. He sent me a thing to tell me that Greg Morris had some on eBay.
Did you pop on there?
Yeah, and that's the only one I got, but I got me several cards for my 64 top set.
So, Billy, what are you down to? How many do you need yet?
I need 14.
Nice.
Excellent.
Tony, where are you
go around and share? What's that?
How many do you need, Tony?
So I am down to 4.
Wow.
3 of them are pretty big ones. The Mays, Koufax, and Clemente. And then Frank Robinson, which again, Hall of Famer, but not going to be a lot out of pocket, likely if I see him at a show, right? And I keep notes also on ones I have that I could upgrade if I wanted to, like, a corner ding here, maybe a wrinkle I forgot, I didn't see it, right? So there may be a couple I want to upgrade to, but I'm not prioritizing that at all. It's just those main 4 for right now. Yeah.
Yeah, when I got those, just before I got those cards from you, I got 7 or 8 from a Whatnot auction. But before that, the only one I had was by Warren Spahn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
In a month, I went from having 1 to 14 from been done.
That's awesome.
Well, a 60 card set, if you could find the right sellers and to buy from, man, you could make some progress on that. Those darn short prints seem to be a little more pricey.
That's what I got. You got Koufax is a short print. Mays, I think I need Friend, and I think I need Wayne
Causey.
Yeah,
I need 4 of the short prints.
Yeah, some of them
and the rest are Hall of Famers.
It's weird because you get some of the big names like Koufax and Mays, but then you wonder why some of the others are short print. And it's not like they're consecutive numbers; they're just kind of random.
Yeah, it was just random. I tried to look. I looked at several stories today. One on the SABR. PSA even has a nice story about this set.
Yeah, it's a set that I'll be honest, just jumping in, I didn't know anything about. I'm more a football guy growing up. Football cards, Topps was the main producer. and then saw some of these probably earlier this year and thought 60 card set, right? Kind of small. There's some big guys in there too, but kind of a fun set to maybe get through faster and kind of take your time doing. More approachable, maybe easier to get. But again, those short prints and the Hall of Famers can be challenging to find, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 64, Topps put out a lot of stuff. The Giants, the stand-ups, the coin. I think they have tattoos in 64.
I don't know if they had tattoos in 64. The
Can't
stand-up
remember.
thing.
But this was, from what I read, this was their best selling besides the regular set.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I stumbled across a couple of them in my card shop, my local shop. Bought like 2 or 3 of them and had never seen them before. And then really didn't have like an intention to do the set. And when I went to Strongsville, I last year, I ran across a table where they were just laid out all right there. And I didn't have, I think I had 1 Koufax and 1 Mantle in my collection at the time. And I said, well, there's 2 right here, and they are way more reasonable than any, a lot of the other cards out there. So I started and just went through that stack and got a bunch. And then, Tony, I reached out to you and I almost like doubled what I had. And now I'm over halfway there, but got probably 5 short prints are left out of, all of them. So those are the bigger ones to get.
Well, that collector investor auction lot I got, I'm glad it helped you guys out and helped me out too. And they were all in wonderful condition. Like you said, if you can knock off 50% of them in one seller, that helps kind of feel like I can do this. I can make it. I get this set done. And Strongsville National may come up.
Yeah.
Greg Morris, eBay, whatever the case may be, you can find a few. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was tattoos in 64, photo tattoos. There was the photo tattoos, the Giants, the stand-ups, and something called 1964 Topps Rookie All-Star Banquet, 35 cards.
I don't know if I know that one.
It looks like it's just talking about the All-Star game banquet, basically. It's card 2 is the baseball world votes. So it's card 3, top rookie, All-Star team. And then
that one,
then the cards have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's like 10 players on each card. And let's see, what size it say the cards are? It does not say.
Oh,
That's
you're
on trading
doing a bunch
card
of 64
database
stuff, right, Billy? You're doing a bunch of 64 sets.
Yeah, that's the year I was born. And when I thought about my 5-year plan, I said, if I don't complete it all, as long as I complete the 64 baseball set, because I'm at 72%. If I don't finish that soon, I hope to be at 90% time I leave Strongsville is my goal.
That's good.
That's really cool to identify a year like that and find a bunch of different sets and odd sets, not recurring sets, and find kind of focus on. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, Everyday Card Collector, and Aaron, Value Vintage, we're doing one of their shows where they got 2 guests, and Aaron just had asked, did anybody use a 5-year plan? And so I got me a big, white phone board. Here, hold on. Open the door. So I just wrote it all out, and then I took those sets, a couple pre-war sets.
Yeah.
The 54.
I was thinking about this.
The Red Man and stuff. This thing's with Braves mostly.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. We wanted to have Mike join us. Well, he couldn't join for join us tonight too, but I know he and I have chatted. I think he's about 5 or 6 cards away. So he's pretty close too.
Yeah, I think his last video, he said it was either 4 or 5.
Bigger ones, right? I think he said it was the bigger ones that he's.
Yeah, it's the bigger one. I think he need. I'm pretty sure he needs the Mays and the Koufax.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like randomly here in 2026, you got at least 4 of us. So we still have channels and talk on this right now, and 60 cards and focusing on a few different ones each of us too.
Yeah.
Mike at Jayhawker, he's doing it, but he's just doing all the Hall of Famers of the set. He's not doing anybody
Okay.
else.
Yeah. It's
It's
got its
great
fair
'cause-
share of those too.
Yeah, they're zoomed in. You can see
Yeah.
the cap, the logo, the shirt, the bats, or whatever the case is. I like
And-
the zoomed in nature of those guys.
And most of them have a better photo on this than they did in the regular 64 set. There's a couple
Pretty
that
cool to
did,
compare them. Yeah.
because and this has action shots. You got like Jim Bunning looks like he's wind up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Elson Howard looks like he's catching. I think
Howard's a good one. Yep. Somewhere.
I know
I
when
like
I got these. Oh, go ahead.
I like the Dick Groats in it. We met him years ago at a small card show here in Charleston, West Virginia. He was signing autographs.
Yeah, I just got
This
this
was
card right
in
now
the
with the
probably
Cardinals there,
mid-'80s.
looks like. Yeah. I know when I got this, someone on the live stream I was watching, the auction live stream, mentioned you should go and get some of these signed by some of these guys may still be living, right? Doing TTM and signing. I'm thinking, need a bigger envelope for these things.
Yeah.
Not the normal ones. I'm like, what would I do to do
Well-
that? That'd be a cool idea. But how would you do that? I'm sure there's ways, of course.
I forgot the other day. I was watching a Warren Spahn sign one for $850 on eBay and missed out on it because I forgot to go back and bid.
That happens
The
all the time.
autographs look good on these big cards.
Yeah. More room, more real estate to
Right.
put the
Yeah.
signature, right?
You don't take up their face, the
Yep.
main part of the card,
Right.
and choose what part of it to put it in. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense if you can find a good one, find the address, have someone do it, right, and get it back.
Sure.
Yeah.
At least
Take it to a
these,
show.
at least these don't have the face file signature on them. I think that
Yeah,
I like
that's
cards
right.
that are autographed, but when it's got that face
Oh, the
autograph
fact
on there, it's hard to see which is which.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a Sam Jethro expedition that's exhibits that's got that on it, the face file autograph and his real autograph on it.
Oh, right.
I
That's
picked
a
it
cool
up at
one, though, too.
Strongsville. I picked it up at Strongsville last year.
Yeah. That's really cool to have that. So those guys who played very little and older, right, and may have passed away already, to have that. That's great.
He has a great story. I didn't know nothing about him, but I think it was right after Strongsville the first year I went 3 years ago. So I started learning about Sam Jethro. That he was invited to the same tryout that Jackie Robinson was with the Dodgers.
Yeah. So many cool stories you find in digging into that stuff, Jay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's just, and that's just it, right? Like it's guys that you don't really, you can find something about every single player that played, and everyone's got some type of interesting story. You know what I mean? Like there's so many out there. That's what I love about it. So.
Yeah. Well, they had one card or 20 cards. They played as long as Hank Aaron, or they played 1 year, bunch of minor leagues, right? Someone has a connection to some other player, did something interesting. And it's just, I enjoy that almost the most, diving into these cards myself.
I don't know if y'all seen my video when I did on Bob Hurricane Hazel.
That was a while ago, or is it recent?
It's not been that long ago. Month and a half, maybe month and a half. He signed a big contract I think he went to college. I learned about him in the Warren Spahn book. He signed a contract in 1950 for $50,000 signing bonus with the Cincinnati Reds, but never played in. I think he played in 150 or 60 games in 5-6 years, but played in 57. I think it was 52 or 57 with the 57 Braves. It hit 406. The first 22 games he was batting 507.
$50,000 is a big signing bonus back then. That's a lot of money.
He played a few games with them. Yeah. He played with those games with the Braves in 57. I think he played 14 games the next year with the Braves. They traded him to the Indians, and he played 42, and his career was over.
Well, he hit when it counted, right?
Right. When it counted, he got the Braves to the World Series.
Yeah, and we're talking about him right now.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I was thinking about 1964 before I jumped on the phone and thinking about, do I have another connection to do that besides these cards I like? And I realized I forgot about this. My first car in high school was a 1964 Chevy. So I'm like, I got a connection to the year too. So I'm with you, Billy, on that. So
yeah, I can't say that I do have a connection to that. I might be the oddball out here.
Well, we all like the cards. We're all collecting them.
I didn't have no 64 cards at all until I went to Strongsville in 2024. Because I decided I was just doing the Phil Negro thing. Then I said, well, let's do the 64 because that was the year I was born, and I bought probably 40 of them there from Craig and Holly Halberg.
Okay. Now, do you plan to go moving over to Strongsville? Do both of you plan to try to buy some more you need for this set? I'm sure lots of things are also on our want list too, but.
This is on the bottom of my want list because I got the video I did on the 48 and 49 Bowmans and the 59 and 60 Hank Aaron's. And I'd like to finish most of my 64 set, and that's just to get the Hall of Famers in low grades will be about $600.
Oh, got it. Okay, the ones you still need. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if I can't get those and see some of these, so I'll go for these. And I got a few other cards.
Last year, I was able to just cruise through, and sometimes I just found some good deals. Like there were some Red Man cards, and of course these, and they weren't really all that expensive. So I had already. I had a plan on what I wanted to do for my big card there, and I actually didn't get that was like one of the last cards I got. So I kind of chipped away at my budget in between because I didn't pull the trigger right away on my big card. So I would assume that the same thing's going to be true this year. I already said I'm going to take my time again, not rush anything, and probably during that time I'll start chipping away at my budget by picking up this kind of stuff. So
yeah. I'm excited. I didn't get to go last year. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, meeting you guys in person, and hearing all the stories and just seeing cards, and seeing guys back and forth in the hallway, up and down the aisles, and seeing what you're picking up, and sharing stories about that. It's going to be a ton of fun in a few months here.
Great.
Oh, it is fun. I remember last year when Chris from Missouri got his Satchel Paige leaf. He didn't have it 5 minutes till he was tapping me on the shoulder to show it to me.
And you can do that there because it's small enough that you can see, you know where everybody's at pretty much. It doesn't take long to find, where people are. So that was nice about that.
That's that difference from Chicago.
Right.
And the guy that's putting on the other half, the Modern, they put on good shows. They put on one here last year in Charleston, and it was really good. And they're putting on 2 this year.
Okay.
And they had vintage at theirs and mostly modern, but they had some vintage. But he puts on a good show.
I'm actually looking forward to exploring the other side of the show. I don't shy away from modern. There's still some stuff that I kind of dabble in, especially when it comes to the hockey stuff. So I'm actually looking to go over and just kind of see what's there. And honestly, you just never know. Sometimes you find that modern dealer that's got some vintage items there that they're just that you wouldn't think were going to be there, and you stumble across those. So
I've had that experience too. And so I'm more of a vintage guy, but I'll walk up and down every single table because I want to give it at least a fair shot, see what's over there. Right. I go on the vintage side first to make sure I see what kind of lay of the land is and not miss out on something maybe if I want to buy something right away. But I'll get some steps in. I'll walk around and see everybody what they've got. Because you never know, like you said, you find random things in the corner and you're like, oh, my so-and-so gave that to me. I don't know what it even is. Okay, well, maybe it's what I want.
Yeah. That's how I found my Carl Hubble, my Diamond Stars Carl Hubble, in the middle of it was the only vintage card in the modern table. And the guy said, oh, well, how much for that? And he says, I don't even know how I got this. I just want it gone. I said, I'll take it. And I got a great price on it.
Yeah, so I'll walk up and down for sure. Why not? You're all there. You flew into town, check it out, right? Yeah. And I forget, did they say how many total tables are going to be there entirely?
No,
that's still being worked out, maybe.
That's still being worked out, but Garrett at Ballpark Memories on his show the other day, he said that they have told all the vintage dealers they can have more tables.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what because it was a combination of two shows, right?
Right, but this building's
Big.
a little over 50,000 square feet.
Yeah. So
And
I guess I don't know how
that
many
hockey
tables-
rink wasn't nowhere near that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would have to find out how many tables are normally at whatever show it was that combined, and then you probably have a good idea about what we'd be looking at. But I don't even remember what the name of that show was called. What's that?
Yeah, when you went to Strongsville last year, do you remember how many tables there were, despite the size? I mean, how many?
I don't, but I have the list still, so I'm sure I could count it up of all the vendors that were there.
Yeah.
More than 100. I'd say at least 100.
At least 100, yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least 100. It's quick. Chicago had who knows, I don't know, it's 1,000 or who knows what they had. So I mean, anything less than that will be a very different experience.
I'd like to go to the National one time, but Strongsville's fine for me, or Philly.
Yeah. Yeah, the National's cool to kind of just see just the mass sheer quantity of humanity that walks around, and good and interesting, that walk around and you find your tables and people. But I'm definitely curious about this smaller venue and not having the experience of last year, the prior 40 years of Strongsville. We're all going in to kind of see what this is going to be like, and I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate to see what it was like when it was in a hotel. Because you met Jay, the room we had for the meet and greet and the trade night is not very big.
No, it was not.
And that's what they used.
It gets hot in there fast too.
I mean, this is all Chris from Missouri's fault for being the mayor and pushing this show. He's the reason we went the first year.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we'll get all the details. Looking forward to it. I'm coming in on Thursday, as of right now, Thursday night. So the show is Fridays through Sunday. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll be coming in on Friday evening again. I did the same thing last year, and roll up right in time for the meet and greet. And if that is still the same time and everything. And then,
I think Chris said it was the same time.
Yeah, it worked out nice. And Saturday morning, get there nice and early, and and then the trade night Saturday night, which I didn't save any money for last year, and I am definitely going to save money for this year because
I didn't, but luckily I got paid while I was there.
Yeah, I saw you set up over there.
That's good.
Yeah, I sat over there with Don, and with Don Field of Dreams at his table for a long time.
Yeah,
but I bought from Matt the Card Story. I bought a '54 Redmond Warren Spawn for $5. It's rough around the edges, but it's got good color. It's a good picture. Good looking card.
Yep.
Yeah, I may bring a few things. I'm not sure how the whole table setup goes, if it's formal or informal. I may bring a handful of things, but just walk around with other guys like us and kind of see what is out there for sale.
I know
that's gonna be fun too.
I know Theo said it's a bigger room at the Holiday Inn for this, and they're going to have 30 tables. We probably had, I think it was about 15 tables.
There were 15 tables, but I think there were some people sharing tables.
Yeah, a lot of people were sharing tables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
there were a lot of people sharing tables, and what was interesting was you'd get some of the dealers from the show came to the trade night to find more inventory to bring back to the show the next day, which was pretty cool.
Well, Sheldon Layton.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't even set up at Strongsville, but he was at trade night and he bought a card from every table.
Yep.
Just to show his support.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was there, and Stan Locke came to kind of look through. Yeah, Ash was there to look through.
Howard Chaser.
Yep.
Yeah, they all came.
Yeah. And so the Holiday Inn, is that nearby? I think I heard on a video.
Yeah, they said
walking.
It's walking from the Embassy Suites. I'm at the Redwood Inn because staying at the Embassy Suite was going to cut $300 into my card budget.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Sure, that's fair.
It wasn't cheap.
And that's what Mike, I told Mike, card baseball collector, that, and he said he completely understood that. I mean, that would cost me my 2 Hank Aaron's, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way I look at it.
a good way to put it.
Yeah. You want to maximize your funds to buy the cards you want if you can find them. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I took that whole week as a vacation.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm bringing my wife along again this year. I'm dragging her to the show again, and she's a good sport about it. But, you know, I told her, I said, listen, I said, one of these times we'll go someplace else. So, you know, what I'm thinking is, I said, you know what? Well, maybe we'll go to Nashville in 2027. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'll time it right with the national or the Nashville National or whatever they call it down there. And,
yeah.
you know, she's all for that. So
that's really funny. Yeah. I mean, they're in big cities with things to do, like you said. And you can drive there, fly there, whatever. Yeah. Make it a dual purpose.
That's right. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about Independence. There's more stuff there than there is at Strongsville.
Yeah.
But you just can't. The advantage of walking to the show and then coming back, if you need to take a break or was nice. But
it was nice. I didn't stay at the Best Western last year, so this is kind of going to be the same type of thing that I already experienced. So there's not much change for me as far as that goes. But it's only like a 10-minute drive, I think.
Yeah, it's not far.
Catch Ubers and rides and share back and forth, and
absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to me and my best friend that comes. We both collect cards. We're going to Uber to the meet and greet and to the trade night both.
Yeah,
because I think it's 2 miles from the Red Roof to both of those hotels.
Now, Billy, are you then driving over there, I guess, from where you are?
Yeah, it's about 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we get on the interstate half a mile from my house. You're on 64. You go 3 miles. You get on 77 north and 77 north to the exit for Independence.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jay, how long is that for you to come down?
It's 3.5 hours, and it is a
same thing
line.
Almost.
It's a straight line. I hop on I-90, and it is I-90 the entire way. And there's no, it's pretty much it's crazy that it's just as straight of a shot as it is.
Yeah.
So
cool.
And it's easy.
You must have thought of you when they made the change. I mean, just make Jay get there and they're faster, one highway, right?
Right. Yeah.
No turns.
It's about a half an hour more than it was to Strongsville. So.
Oh, okay. It's that far difference. Okay.
Yeah.
I know the area of kind of where it's laid out at. Okay.
Yeah. It took us like a little over 3 hours to get to Strongsville. And I think this is going to take us like 3:25 or something like that. So it's not too bad. It's a little further south, I think, but I'm not 100% positive on that.
It is a little quicker for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it'll be fun. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. Billy, which Tops Giants do you still need then? Just the
yeah. You said you had what, 14 or 15?
Hold on. Let me find what I did with my tablet because I got everything on my tablet.
Me too. On this somewhere. And Jay, you said you had some of the big ones, right? I think I missed that. You had what, Koufax and something else?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There's Koufax.
Show off some of those. That's cool.
I got, let's see. This one's courtesy of you. There's the Whitey Ford. What else I got? There's Clemente.
Mm-hmm.
And K-Line. Let's see what else I got. Try and show some of the bigger names here. Let's see. There's that Elston Howard. It's a really nice photo of his.
His 63 MVP year too, talks about in the back, I think, which is cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Nellie Fox with the big chew.
Yep, Nellie Fox. There's Mick, which I love that photo of him.
That's my right there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Got that off of Facebook 3-4 months ago. Yeah.
There's Frank. You said you're missing Frank, right?
I am. Yep.
There's Frank.
I've got about 10 extras still from the auction win the other month or so. So maybe I'll bring those and see if someone walks by a table and needs one or two
absolutely.
for a buck or two, so.
Trying to think of what else. There's Yaz.
Yeah, that's a good one. Got mine in pages. I'm trying to see where they're all. Okay, yeah. I like the Bob Gibson one too.
Yeah, I'm missing that one. That one I'm missing.
Road jersey and just seeing the cardinal on the bat, just how close up it is pretty cool.
That is great. The big ones I think are Mays and Aaron for me. Those are my next two big ones. And then
Mays.
After that, it's kind of just the pesky short prints and a few other commons. I've actually got a couple headed my way soon. I got a Pinson and a couple of others headed my way shortly. So
cool.
Yeah.
Is the Maze like the not shortest of the short prints, but like the kind of more priciest one? Or
Koufax was kind of pricey.
Koufax, okay.
And I would think that Maze is probably around the same ballpark, but I don't know.
Yeah. I did a quick search a few months ago to see kind of what it was. And again, eBay can give you skewed results and all that stuff.
It's tough to price out that Koufax because I bought the Koufax, Manuel Clemente, and a bunch of others in a bundle. So I can't tell you what, where I was at for each card. I got a really good, I got a great price on the bundle of them. So
yeah, they aren't going to be one of the top things I'm looking for, but if I came back on Sunday morning, late Saturday night at trade night, saw a couple, right, I definitely want to fill up my pages.
Yeah.
A few more extra empty slots.
I'm pretty sure for those two or those three, the Clemente, the Manuel, and the Koufax, plus I want to say there was like 4 or 5 others that I had in there. I paid around $200 for them, and sometimes you see the Manuel and the Koufax alone is going to go for more than that. And the fact that I got the 2 of those plus the Clemente so I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a great deal. I'd stop by and look at that hard too if I saw that.
Yeah. And the guy told me, he says, I got more, just didn't bring them with me. And I was like, and he gave me his card, and I don't think I have the card anymore, but if he's there again, I'll definitely be hunting his table down and seeing if he's got, what he's got, because he had a lot of stuff and this stuff was just part of, what he had. So.
Yeah.
That's exciting. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I need a lot of the big names. Koufax, Clemente, Elson Howard, Mickey Mantle, Bob Gibson, Frank Robinson, Carl Extremsey, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Ron Santo. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4,
names are really affordable though. The Yaz
and all 6 of the 7 short prints.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 7 of them. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the others are, but it's definitely it's Bob Friend and
I think Dick Stewart's one of them too.
Yes, he is.
It's Bob
I just saw that card in my binder, I think.
Yeah.
Bob Friend, Dick Stewart, Galen Cisco, Willie Mays, Moose, and Sandy Koufax and Wayne Coffey.
Yeah, strange array of players. It makes no sense to me. There is no connection that I can see between all those guys, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. When they printed the sheet of cards, maybe it was weirdly, shaped. They had to cut some off. And I've heard about stories on that. That's why other short prints exist. And other sets where they just have weird numbered printing sheets. But who knows? Yeah, got some big names there.
At least they ain't like OPT and they've been cutting them with a butter knife. look at some of them older
ones
sets.
I've seen.
Their older sets are rough around the edges.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, for like a Hall of Famer mid-career, $5, maybe less, you can find them just in a, it's great.
Yeah.
So, the eight I got off of Whatnot, I paid $5 each for.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think I paid $5 for my K line. I might have paid 10 for my Yastrzemski. Like they're really affordable.
And twice I've seen auctions of Whatnot and Bill Scour and Moose. Mm-hmm. It goes 10 or more every time. It's the last card. It's short print. It goes $10 or more every time.
Yep.
So that last one's a short print too, you said, Billy?
Yes, the very last. Okay. I think it's the last card. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's card 60.
Yep.
Yeah. Looking kind of frustrated there or some sort. Funny face there. But yeah, card number. Yeah. It's funny what you said before, Billy, about you said each team could pick 3 players.
That's what I read. They got to pick 3. That's why.
So interesting.
That's why Drysdale's not on there. They tried to pick, from what I read, players that were having a really good season. Because one of the cards, one of the pictures, let me look at the back of it. I'll find it. It talks about him. Whatever his feat was, it was in the All-Star game that summer.
Okay.
Pizarro?
In 64 then.
Yeah.
Saying? Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah. Talking about the players, you got, like, I'm a Cubs guy, right? You got Ron Santo, Billy Williams, and then this guy. No Ernie Banks, but this guy had a 1-hitter in 63. So, I mean, it's a great feat, right?
Right.
But Ernie Banks, come on, man. I love the picture. Though. You can see the Cubs logo, right? The hat, just how close it is zoomed up into the guy's face.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah.
The Cubs logo is
1-hitter.
awesome on that. Just how clear that Cubs logo is on his arm I love it.
You can see like the glove and the emblem. I mean, just so much. So, yeah.
But if you look at the back, the stories are anywhere from 58 to 64.
Oh, it goes back that far. I never realized that or paid attention.
Some of the stories are feet from they had in 58.
Yeah, because Dick Grote talks about what he did in 1960.
Yeah. See, here's one. Talk about the stolen bases in 56 and 58. Oh, here it is. The winner pitcher. It's Johnny Carlson. Homers in 9th in the 64 All-Star game.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I'm going to look. I know I have that card, but I'm going to read that up on the back now because I never put that together. Yeah.
You know, that because people wonder why Pete Rose's not that sad. Well, it's only his second year, and
that's right.
We only could pick 3 players, and Vada Pinson was a star then.
Yeah, 58. AL top rookie. So
yep. Strange. I don't think I ever noticed that either. Honestly, I'll have to really start reading those. As much as I say I love them for the backs, I guess I never clicked with me that.
I think I've read most of them because as a kid I read all the backs of my cards.
Yeah.
I loved a little quiz. If they had a little quiz or a little trivia thing.
Yeah.
That's how we all learned, right? That's where we learned our stuff.
Yeah. Scratch off the backs of some things, put little questions, find answer on card number 2 for the questions on some. At least football had those things. So I clicked all of them to find the answers.
That was our internet before there was internet.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to wait to find out the answer. You couldn't find it right away.
Theo Clemente collector asked me, did I scratch any of my 64s off to see what? I said, no, I'm not touching that. They ain't scratched. Right. They're not going to be.
Yeah.
No, there's some great looking cards. And again, funny how they were just in Michigan as a test and clearly they sold out or people loved it. Kids loved them and then, went more national.
They said it was, what I read, it was the second most popular. It was more popular than the stand-ups or the coins. And the coins came in the regular packs from series 5, 6, and 7 that year. So it's not like you had to go out and buy a special pack to get the coins. There was 1 coin in every pack from series 5 on. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think they just tried it all. Like that was like a test year for everything. 64 maybe.
You think about baby boomers and having kids, and there are a lot of kids and boys and girls running around, right? Yeah. Doing stuff, teenagers, young kids, and throw them bubble gum and baseball cards, and see what sticks, I guess. But yeah, it's cool. We still have them and I love the 4 pocket pages I have for them too. Do you guys store them in pages or like top loaders?
I got the top loaders. Yeah, I got them in top 5x7. Most of mine are in 5x7 top loaders.
Yeah.
Because I ordered those, and I bought on a Facebook group. I bought the 1980 tops 5x7 grayback set for $10.
Wow.
So I ordered enough penny sleeves and top loaders to put those in. So I just used the rest of them for the 64 Giants.
Smart. Yeah,
But I want to put them in a binder. I've been doing binders lately.
I love binders, but I had so much like some oversized stuff. They're all different size stuff that I wanted something that I could buy that I could use it for multiple sets. So this size semi-rigid, I put these in, but they also hold the Redman ones pretty good, even though the Redman takes up way less space here and it leaves a lot of room up here. It still works for that. So there's a bunch of stuff that I have, my exhibits I put in there. So they works for a whole bunch of different cards, and I don't mind it. They're not sliding around. They're right there, and
If you search it up, you can find a top loader for almost any size.
Yep.
Some of them are not made for
those 5x7s myself. Yeah.
Some of them are not made for cards. Sometimes they're made for money. I think the one by Warren Spawn, Jen, it's a perfect fit. I mean, it just.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I think it was made for money, because I've heard people talk about getting one for money to put the T205. Is that the triple
trifold?
The trifold. A lot of people. I've heard people say they get the money ones to put those cards in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got which I forget the T201 or T202. Which one is which? But I've got one of those trifold ones. It's a much taller one I got for those. Like money could fit in it. You're right. Totally. Yeah. Yeah, I've got mine. I got some pages off whatever I got. And yeah, I've liked them. It's 15 pages, 4 cards each. So 60, kind of a nice, tight, small little set of pages there. But keep exhibit cards and some Redmans, like you said, Jay, and some 5x7s. I think they are the top loaders. And so all uniform right there, protected. Like I said, not sliding around anywhere. Not going anywhere. So. I
think my biggest problem with these is just finding something to put them in because they stand so tall. Kind of the challenge.
Let's see what else here. So we got your cards you need. Talked about Jay. I need 4. So yeah, we got, and I think Mike's down to 5 or 6. So yeah, we're all like circling.
It's gonna be a race to the end.
Once someone finishes it, we'll talk again. We'll get all of us on, or all of us finish it. We'll do something, right? And
right.
Oh yeah.
Fun. Yeah, it's exciting.
I'm more concentrating on my regular 64 set right now.
Yeah. Are there some now? Do you know of a dealer, Billy, specifically who you would go to first to kind of finish up that 64 set?
Yeah,
you want
Craig and Holly Hallberg. I've bought from them both years. I've bought from a couple other people, but they got their stuff organized by year.
Oh, cool.
She just gives you a little notepad. Because they have a base price for the lower number cards are less and the higher number cards are more. But every now and then the cards in really good shape, it's a little more, and you just write it down on it. And then they give everybody, if you buy from them, a 10% discount after they add it up.
I love flipping through stuff like that. Old boxes, binders, pulling out commons, singles, whatever they are. Yeah.
I had no intentions last year at Strongsville buying a Mickey Mantle 64, but they had one at a 2.5 at a good price. I picked it up. I was looking for the Pete Rose. I picked it up too. Found a guy had $100 on it. It looks really good. I said, I got 90 left. Will you take it? He said yes.
All right. That's good.
I got it.
Yeah. I think those the husband and wife you mentioned, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that last name and table at the National in Chicago. I'm sure they're probably hitting the circuits.
Yeah, they do the National.
I remember that name specifically.
They do that big show at Nashville. I think they're from the southern part of Illinois, where I think they're from. They were the first meet and greet the first year I went, and they sat at the table with me and my buddy, and that's why I ended up buying from them. They sat there and talked to us for a real long time, and They were really nice. Want to know about West Virginia. Not just cards. We just had a long conversation with them.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've got my list. I'll be bringing it and poking through some binders, hopefully, and some loose cards, and want to find the right tables for that. But I'm looking. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Now I think Stan Locke does binders too for sets of cards.
Yeah, I know his setup was huge last year. I mean, it was that whole back corner.
And he did. And I think he had his binders on a plastic shelf behind him.
Yeah, because he had so much. I mean, I couldn't believe the volume of stuff and the high end stuff. I mean, it was just crazy. I was lost in that setup there. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy. I'm sure you can hear them upstairs.
Yeah, I plan to take my time looking at that for the 49 Bowman Gorn spot. I want to find one that's got good red. The reds are real bright, the brightest I can find.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah. Well, good luck with that. I'm sure you'll find at least a couple copies, hopefully, you can choose from and see which one fits your bill.
I told my best friend the other night, I said, you got to make me just take my time looking for that. Just tell me every time, nope, you can't buy that one yet.
Yeah.
Because he taught me how to
struggle, right? Yeah.
He taught me how to buy a Pete Rose last year. It was more than the one I bought, but was not in as good a shape. It had a tape stain on it. And the guy wanted 125, but I hadn't seen no others.
Right.
That's the dilemma. Do you go to the next table and risk losing it and not finding it again? National, you never find stuff. He's like, I don't know where I was at an hour ago. Hopefully find it again.
Yeah.
I was like writing numbers down. I'm like getting my Boy Scout compass out. Like, I think I was due north. I can't quite tell where things are, So, but this will be better for that for me. I'm looking forward to knowing where people are at in tables and like remembering that. So,
well, they say that Philly show is getting like that because it was 1,000 tables this last time in three rooms, in three different rooms of the building it's in.
Now, are you close by? Did you say, have you been to that before?
No, I want to go. It's about 7 hours, about 7.5 hours to Philly.
Okay. Yeah, it looked like it was a fun time with the meet and greet they had there and a lot of the big, same great vintage dealers. So good one to hit in the future, it sounds like. East Coast, Just make the drive down, Jay. There's something in Philadelphia to do, right? There's family stuff down there.
I've said I might go, but it's about a 6-hour drive for me too. And it's I know it's 3 times a year. And so the summer one I think is kind of out for me, September would be probably the best for me.
Yeah, it's March, September, December, I think.
Yeah, March is definitely probably out because it's so close to Strongsville. September, maybe, but I don't think I can do more than really one show a year. My budget doesn't, unless I take less and then you regret it or I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't want to get into the habit of just, go into, I would love to, don't get me wrong, but I got to stick with just one for now.
Yeah, that was my mantra too, is go to the National. I've been to the National just once every other year. I would have gone before YouTube too. And now I think last year was fine. I have friends in Chicago and I love the Cubs. So maybe you'd go and do that, but not just for the show. So I think Independent Strongsville will be my show this year too. But you mentioned Philly show is in, you said March,
September, and December.
December, yeah.
When's it in March? I'm sure it's out there somewhere. I just don't know.
I think the third week. I think it's the third weekend in March.
Okay.
I think it's like 3 weeks before Strongsville.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I didn't connect the dots. We're actually going over spring break, taking my wife and our youngest to Philadelphia.
Oh, really?
In DC. That was funny. Depending on what weekend that was, that'd be really interesting and like random if it was the same. We have other stuff planned. We probably wouldn't go because of family stuff we're doing and all that stuff. Yeah. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
See, there in DC used to have the Chantilly show around that time too, but they've lost their building to have it in.
Yeah, we're going into Philadelphia for a couple of days doing historical walk around, stuff like that. And then my aunt lives outside of DC, so we're staying with her for a couple of days, do the DC, take the train and do all that stuff. And
nice.
Hopefully it's not too cold because, again, I'm from Arizona, so I got to bundle up no matter where we go, but we'll see. it'll be funny either way to check out. I love history, all things history. Cards are one aspect of history. So, but that'd be funny. I'll have to check out when that Philly show is because we're going the first weekend in March. We'll be there. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah.
Cardboard Coach Neil will definitely know.
Yeah.
He will. Yeah. Text him now. Get him on he'll know all the facts. He'll know the pizza's going to be served. What's going on? The room. Yeah. It's cool. I mean, it's so cool. We have different, meetups like that in different cities, and it's kind of spread.
Yeah.
And people live all over the place. Not just people. People don't just live in Chicago. They live all over the place who love cards. So it's cool. He's doing that.
Well, it helps those people. It helps those people who comment and don't have channels more.
Yes.
Oh,
because
yeah.
They live all over the country, and if they live near Philly and they can go and meet, the people they watch on there, those who live, in the Midwest, Chicago to the National, and it seems to be there a lot, or the Strongsville.
People love to buy cars, no matter whether you make YouTube or not. So,
right.
And buying from a friend is great. A dealer's great too. Buying from a friend who has a card. Here's the card I want to have. Oh, you can make a deal right there at the table, right? Or trade night. So it just that makes it so much more personal and cool if you can find that.
That happened to me at the meet and greet last year. I met a guy that doesn't have a channel, and he watched a video that I was on the previous week saying what I was going to look for, and I said I'm looking for a 52 Topps Monty Irvin, and he came with a 52 Bowman Monty Irvin and said, listen, it's a great card. It's definitely going to be cheaper than the other one. I will give you a great deal. And that next day, he brought it with him. Next day, boom, done. And that was great. It was really cool. It was awesome.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Want to see how many people show up to the meet and greet this year, because the first year Chris and I went, there were 7 of them. The second year when I went, there was right at 50 of us. Last year, 71 people signed the banner for the Showcase Showdown as they did at the meet and greet.
It's going to be big this time, I think.
I'm going to say 100 people will be at the meet and greet.
Yeah.
At least.
That's probably a fair assumption. Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully more, and they have room for all of us. And yeah, that's good.
It's been great.
I'm sure Anything else on 64 Topps, Billy, we can help you with, or kind of push out any good vibes
to? I don't know. I got.
You have other priorities, I know, before. Yeah.
I got several coming. I bought one today. I don't know if y'all know Lenny from Cardcast.
Yep.
I do his whatnot show back, and every time he shows the 64, he calls me Nuxie on there all the time. He said, "Nuxie, you got your 64 list?" If I'm home, I always have it. A lot of times I watch him at work when I can.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got one from him today. He had 2 I wanted, but I wasn't going to pay what the other guy paid. So.
Yeah.
You got to dip out sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
good time.
I think I've got 10 coming. With that one I got from him, 11, probably 11 on the way, more on the way.
Nice.
And you have those in a binder, I'd imagine, Billy?
Yes, I bought. Yeah. I was on Amazon. I didn't buy regular binders. I bought they're zip-up binders. You can only get 450 cards because I don't do back-to-back. I like to be able to look at the back of my card.
Yep. Same.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they're nice binders. They zip up. I got 3 of them. I got 64 in one. I'm going to put the coins in the pockets behind the set. And the next page is behind the set. Then the other binder, I've got my 1950 to 1963 Braves cards in.
Nice.
Yeah. I love seeing those things, looking at them, flipping through them. I love the backs. When I was a kid, it was all back to back. I was saving room, being cheap. I didn't care. But now it's like, I want to see the back as an older, as an adult, obviously, for some reason. So yeah, it's cool to look at those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, enough binder. Well, baseball collector, I tell you, binders cost a lot.
They do.
It's not that the binders cost a lot. You buy enough from BWC, you can get them at a good price. It's the sheets that kill you.
Yeah, I'll keep some in boxes for sure, but some ones I'll want to look at and have them in.
Yeah, I need to get. I probably need more because I got several good player runs going on. More Gaylord Perry, Bart by 11, Dale Murphy, King Griffey Jr.
Yep.
and several others. I'd like to put them in binders so I can look at. It's easier to look at because in the box, I'm scared I'm going to drop the box. Cards everywhere. Just my luck.
Yep. Yeah, they help me too. I'm kind of clumsy as well.
I've been skimping out. I've been doing the back to school binders, and taking advantage of those sales and just buying.
Oh, there you go.
Up those.
Yeah, July and August, right?
Yep, right. I'll buy those for a really cheap price instead of $25 a pop or whatever they are now for the ones that say baseball on them.
Yeah, why not? As long as they're like wide enough to have how tall you want your binder to be.
I buy the bigger ones, and I'm all right with that. I'll just do that. And
yeah, I wanted to do top loader binders, but they're a fortune.
Yeah.
And most of them you can only hold 388 cards a lot of times.
Right.
Yeah, it's always what do you want to do? And then you got to invest something to make them all look uniform or even and have the whole set in there. It's money. Yeah, like you said, hotel, you can choose to stay here and save $300 or the binders. And it's all about making those choices of what you need.
Right.
What you want to do.
Well, anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, this has been a good talk. I'm glad we veered off on some cool topics. 64 Strongsville.
Yeah.
It's not too late to talk about that stuff and get the want list out there. And that's
Lenny
Carcast, Billy.
Lenny Carcast, he let me promote this today on his Whatnot channel too.
All right.
Because he shouts me and Reverend Steve out all the time because Reverend Steve cards on. He's on there a lot too. He gives us a shout out all the time for our YouTube channels.
Awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you reached out, Billy, and thanks for getting this set up. And Jay, as always, good chatting here.
It's something I'd like to do some more of this year, some collabs.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun. That was one of my goals for 26. So I'm off to a hot start. So this was a lot of fun.
Yes, it was.
So
yeah, text us out. We'll talk about our pickups some more and our ventures into this set or other sets too. That'd be fun.
We will.
Thanks, Billy.
Cool, man.
You're welcome, Jay. Welcome, Tony.
All right.
Have a good night.
Good night. Stay warm.
I will.